Yes, how many people are joined? I request you to join as early as possible. Who is joined? Just message. Okay. Yesterday we did few questions on this chapter. So mostly we finished all short question answers part we finished. Okay, so now we are discussing about what is a heating effect, means some two or three lines question. Okay, conceptual based question we are doing. So here, what is the heating effect of electric current? Okay, they are asking what is the heating effect of the electric current. So heating, here what heating effect is nothing but what production of heat. So whenever the amount of electrons are flowing, that constitutes the charge, and because of this current, there is wire gets hot when the electric current passing through the wire. Okay, so this is known as a heating effect. Okay, then next, write down the question: who invented electric bulb? Okay.
Thomas Edison.
So who invented the bulb? Thomas electric Edison, na? So here the answer is Thomas Edison. Okay.
Bulb.
Okay. So now name the two effects of electric current. Write down the question. Name any two effects of electric current. Hmm. What are the two effects? One is heating effect of electric current and magnetic effect of the electric current. Okay, these are the two effects: heating effect of the electric current and magnetic effect of the electric current. These are the two effects. So now next, why are fuse wires not used in the circuit containing electric cell? Why are fuse wires fuse wires not used in the circuit containing electric cell? Okay, I will repeat this. Why are fuse wires not used in the circuit containing electric cell? Okay, so here it's very easy. In a circuit, very small amount of current is flowing. Okay, so there is a no chances of getting electric devices damaged. Okay, so there is a very less damage due to use by using these small circuits. So here electric circuits are the circuits, okay, which contains the means from where the amount of electric flow is very less, okay, as compared to the larger circuits. Okay, for example, if we take a TV, fridge, so there current requirement is also more, but in a small electric circuits which we are using in school laboratories and all, that requires very small amount of current, so damage also takes place, that is very less. Okay. So that's what the fuse is not required, or fuse wires are not required in the circuit diagrams. So only we are using fuse in the mains, because fuse wire is having low melting point and large amount of current flowing through that, then it is what started melting. Once it started melting, then it break down the entire current electricity of that area. Okay, this is the answer. Next, what is an electric circuit? Electric circuit is nothing but what? It is a closed path. Okay, electric circuit is a closed path where the battery is connected, key is connected, and the appliances are also connected. When you turn on the key or when you close the key, and if you turn on the battery, then electric current or charges are flowing through that circuit, is called as what? Electric circuit. Okay, there is a formation of charges and the charges are flowing through the circuit. Okay, that means that circuit is closed one, and that closed path is called as a electric circuit. Getting this? Chalo, next question, write down. We could not see element in electrical appliances. We could not see the elements in electrical appliances. Give reason. So why we are not able to see that elements? Because if you take an example of iron box, okay, then geysers, um, any heating elements which are producing heat, that are what? Encased, okay, or enclosed in one box, okay, that are internal part of that given gadget. Okay, that's what we are not able to see that. Okay, like for example, if we take heaters, hot plate, irons, geyser, electric kettle, hair dry, they have the elements. Okay, but that element means that heating element should be enclosed within that gadget, so it is an internal part we cannot able to see that. Okay, so that's what the elements we are not able to see with the naked eyes. Okay, next one, write down. Why fused bulb, write down, why fused bulb does not glow. Okay, why fused bulb will not glow? Does anyone can tell why fused bulb will not glow? Because we know that electric circuit is a closed path, and during this from this path only electricity will flow. If key is open, okay, that means current is not flowing into that circuit, then that bulb is also what? Not glowing, no? So similarly, if there is a no current, okay, circuit is not completed, circuit is remains open, then bulb will not conduct any current through it. Okay, so this is the answer. Understood? So I am giving questions and I am discussing, so you can write the answers and keep it ready. So write down next. Why should we look for, why should we look for ISI mark, ISI mark on electrical appliances, on electrical appliances? Okay, why should we look for ISI mark on electrical appliances? ISI means what? International standard marking. Okay, so before buying any electrical appliances, we always check for ISO marking or ISI marking. Okay, to make or to make sure that electric device is safe, and it is a that should be a safe, and wastage of energy should be what? Minimum. That is the reason there should be ISI marking is must. Okay, ISI marking, why? What is the importance of ISI marking? So it that appliance, if that is a ISI marking, then it should be safe. Okay, as well as the power loss or wattage should be what here? Power wastage of energy is also minimum. Okay, this is the answer. Now next one. So what are the, on what factors does, on what factors does the heat produced, on what factors does the heat produced in the wire depend, in the wire depend? I'll repeat, on what? Yes, ozone formation, 1O is added with the oxygen which is present, okay, and that forms O3, that is ozone. Okay, then on what factor does the heat produced, On what factors does the heat produced in the wire? On what factors does the heat produced on the in the wire? Okay, so heat is produced or heat is generated in any wire, that is depends on the area of cross section, length and thickness. Okay, these are the very important parameters, okay, to how much amount of current should flow or how much amount of heat is produced in it. Okay, what are the material? Write down material, length, thickness and area of cross section. These are the four parameters we have: area, length, then area of cross section and what kind of material we are using. Yes, I already shared, no? Please, ozone formation. One oxygen is added with the atmospheric oxygen which is present in the atmosphere, O2, that forms the O3. Okay, if you are not getting, then wait up to the last, then I will explain you with diagram. So on what factors? Understood that material, thickness, area of cross section, okay, and length of the conductor. Now next, what is battery? Next question, what is battery? How can it be made using cells? How can it be made using cells? What is battery? How can it be made using cells? Battery is nothing but what? Combination of two or more cells. Okay, that is nothing but what? The battery. So suppose if I have number of batteries, and number of batteries when we join together, it forms what? The battery. Okay, and battery is made by connecting two or more cells together, and the positive terminal of the cell connected to the negative terminal of the next cell. Like that we are connecting one's positive and another's negative end, we are joining to form the battery, okay, from the cell. So this is the answer. So now write down next. Do you think an electromagnet can be used? Do you think an electromagnet can be used for separating for separating plastic bags from garbage heap, heap. Explain and explain. Okay, question is that, do you think an electromagnet can be used for separating plastic bags from garbage heap? So sorry, here we cannot separate the the plastic from the garbage or from the waste. Okay, because plastic is not attracted towards the magnet. Okay, so plastic bag is what? Non-magnetic material, so we cannot remove it from the that waste. Okay, that will be remain as it is. Getting this? Next question, what are the electromagnets? Very important question. What are the electromagnets? Okay, very important question. Make it IMP 100%. This kind of questions will come in the exam. Okay, what are the electromagnet? Electromagnet, or the magnetic core of magnetic material such as iron. Okay, which is surrounded by the coil of wire and which behaves like a magnet when the current is flowing through it. Okay, when electric current is switched off, the coil generally loses its magnetism. Such coils are called as what? Electromagnets. Okay, so here we have one soft iron core or iron. Okay, and that ion is nothing but what, magnetic material, and which is surrounded by the coil, copper coils, and whenever current flowing through that coil, then it behaves like a magnet. Okay, but when you switch off the power, then it started losing its magnetism. Okay, but whenever you are coiling or you are wounding the copper wire on the iron core, so current is flowing through that, that means it acquires some magnetic properties in it. Okay, so whenever current will flow through this coil, okay, then it behaves as a magnet. Okay, there is a north and south pole is also generated, uniform magnetic field lines are also generated inside the core. Okay, but when you switched off, then slowly it is started losing its magnetic properties. Okay, that kind of substances are known as what, electromagnets. Understood this? Can you getting what do you mean by electromagnets? Electromagnets are the materials or magnetic material or ion where we are wounding the copper coil onto it and the current is flowing through it. In that case, it acquires the magnetic property and it acts as a magnet. Okay, and inside that uniform magnetic fields are generating. But when you switch off the power, then current flowing through this is stops and slowly it is started losing its magnetic properties. Getting this? And this kind of materials are known as a electromagnets. Understood this? Can you getting? Just type a message, yes, no. Can someone message? Yes. Can you press the like button? Can you getting? Yes, who all are present? At least they can send a message. Yes, who all are there? Can you message me? Or you all are sleeping? Yes, how many are there? Okay, chalo. We can discuss next question. How does how does a heating element how does heating element work? How does heating element work in an electric heater? In an electric heater. How does a heating element work in an electric heater? Okay, so the element, okay, which is present or which is enclosed, just now we know that we learned what are the gadgets which produces the heating effect. Iron box is there, okay, electric geyser is there, then electric cooking stoves are there. Okay, then after that we have examples like yeah, electric geysers are there, then hair dryers are there, okay, hot plates are there, then geysers, electric kettles are there. So these are the examples where they are generating heat when the current is flowing through it. Okay, but now the question is that how does the heating element work in the electric heater? So these elements are present inside the gadgets. Means for example, suppose if I am taking water heater or water geyser. So inside the geyser, that heating element they are keeping. So whenever you are turning on the supply, that element is what slowly started heating. Okay, and once it started heating, then it also heats the surrounding area, and that's what water is what gets hot. Then when you switched off, then slowly the temperature of water is also what decreases. So that's what, no, whenever we are turning on the geyser, if we want to go bath after 10 minutes, then we have to switch on before 10 minutes. Okay, so that water will what gets warm or hot. Otherwise, suppose now I want to go, then immediately I am switching on. So it's not possible, it takes some time. So whenever current is flowing through these elements, then this element will become what, hot and red in color. Okay, and it is what started producing heat in it, and when you switch off, then slowly it loses its current as well as it reduces the temperature surrounding that. Understood? How does the heating element work in the electric circuit or electric heater? Okay, I hope you all are getting this. No one is messaging. Who all are present? Akshaj, Dinali, you people are there? Yes, you people are there. Write down one more question. Write down one more question. What is MCB? What is MCB and what is it used for? What is MCB? What is MCB and what is it used for? Okay, so MCB are nothing but miniature circuit breakers. Okay, are increasingly being used in place of fuses. Okay, so these are the switches which automatically turn off when the current in the circuit exceeds the safe limit. Okay, so when can turn them on, the circuit is once again complete. That's it. This is nothing but what? MCB. Okay, MCB is nothing but miniature circuit breaker, and this is one of the procedure or one of the alternative for the fuses, and these switches which are automatically turned off when amount of current is exceeding beyond the safe value or safe limit. Okay, and then it can turn on again when the circuit is again completed once. Okay, this is the answer. Yeah, I am sharing important questions only. Okay, so this is term 1 chapter. I am sharing important question. So yesterday also I posted the some questions. Check that also. Today I am planning to take all the IMP question. If you want, you can stay online. Okay, means stay connected with this video. Getting? So write down the question. Write down the question. An electrician is carrying out some repairs in your house. An electrician is carrying out some repairs in your house. Full stop. He wants to replace a fuse. He wants to replace a fuse by a piece of wire. By a piece of wire. How would you agree? How would you agree? Give reasons for your response. Give a reason for your response. An electrician is carrying out some repairs in your house. Full stop. He wants to replace a fuse by a piece of wire. Piece of wire. Would you agree? Give a reasons for your response. Yes, Jai Shivrai. Okay, I think you are not listening class, you are simply messaging. Okay, an electrician, I will repeat this question. An electrician is carrying out some repairs in your house. He wants to replace a fuse by a piece of wire. Would you agree? Give a reason for your response. Does anyone know the answer? Okay, so basically fuse is nothing but what? A wire. It is a special wire having low melting point. Okay, and this fuse wire or fuse we are connected at the mains. So whenever amount of current is exceeding its safe value or more amount of current is flowing through that mains, then is automatically there is a short circuit takes place. That means it is what started melting, that wire is what started melting. Because of the melting of the fuse, there is what breakdown takes place. Okay, so all the current is what gets stopped flowing through the circuit. So there is a short circuit takes place. So here, if electrician comes and if he replace that fuse by any small wire, it is not possible. Okay, because just now I told you fuse, of course that is a small piece of wire, but that wire is a special one having low melting point. Okay, so we cannot replace small wire or that fuse with any other wire which is having which is made up of different materials. Okay, which cannot limit or which cannot hold the change in current or amount of current which is flowing. If it is not withstand, then no use of that. So here electrician comes also, he cannot able to replace the any fuse wire with any wire. Okay, because if you are replacing with any wire, then that cannot control that large amount of current which is produced in it. Okay, it will not break down the circuit. That is the reason they are not replacing that fuse wire with any other wire. Getting this? Understood? Write down next question. What are the reasons for excessive currents? What are the reasons for excessive currents in the electrical circuit? In the electrical circuit, what are the reasons for excessive currents in the electrical circuits? Okay, do you know, anyone knows how excessive current in the electrical circuit? Does anyone know the answer for this? If you read your NCERT textbook properly, then you would have give the correct answer for this. Okay, so basically suppose two wires come in contact. If they are not insulated, if there is a no insulation provided on each wire, that means there is a lack of insulation, and then two wires come together and they produce what? Large amount of current, that is excessive amount of current. Okay, that is one reason. And another reason is that if we have only one socket, okay, if we have only one socket and we are applying or we are taking the connections, different connections from the one socket, due to overloading also there is what? Some excessive current is also flowing and it damages the electrical circuit. These are the two reasons we have. One is overloading and another is what? The wires are not insulated, and when they come in contact, then there is what? Damage takes place or excessive currents are flowing through that. Understood? Getting this? The next one, write down. An electric bulb results. Fuse question is very important. 100% there will be a question on fuse. Okay. An electric bulb results in wastage of electricity. An electric bulb results in the wastage of electricity. Comment. The electric bulb result in the wastage of electricity. Comment. Does anyone can able to answer? Yes, anyone knows? The electrical bulb is used. Okay, and we are using electrical bulbs, and electrical bulbs are what? Giving light, as well as they are producing the heat, which is not desirable. Okay, which is not desirable, but this wastage is produced due to fluorescent tube lights in place of the bulbs. Okay, compact CFLs means fluorescent compact fluorescent lamps. If we are using, then they can reduce this wastage, heat, light wastage or electrical wastage. Okay, so heat produced in it is very small. So we can replace the normal bulb by CFLs, that is compact fluorescent bulbs. You can replace that. Okay, so it can reduce the wastage in electricity. Then again one more question is there, IMP. You can write the answer for this. What is the use of electrical fuse? What is the use of electrical fuse? Does anyone know? Just now I told you. Those who are attending, can they type a message on the group now? Who all are there? At least can you type what I am asking? Yes, can someone message what is the use of fuse? Okay. Yes. What is the use of electrical fuse? Does anyone know? Just now many times I introduced you electrical fuse. Electrical fuse uh, are the devices which where they can avoid the damage of electrical appliances. Okay, so whenever there is a breaking of the circuit will takes place if excessive current is flowing through the circuit. Okay, to break the circuit, whenever there is excess amount of current is flowing through the mains, then automatically it breaks the circuit, so no current will be flowing through the another devices. Understood? Yes. Now next question. When the current is switched on through the wire, write down next question. When the current is switched on through a wire, a compass needle kept nearby, a compass needle kept nearby, it deflects from north south position. It deflects from north south position. Explain. North south position. Explain. Okay, so here we can say that if any element which carries the current, okay, so around that there is a magnetic field is generated. Can you getting my point? So any device or any wire which conducts the electricity, around that magnetic field is generated. Okay, and if you take a magnetic compass needle is what, there is a needle which contains north and south pole, and below that there is an arrangement of the magnet. So when it comes near to the current carrying conductor, then north and south pole from that compass are what started deflecting at a higher rate. Whenever they are deflecting at a higher rate, that means there is a more magnetic field is what produced. Okay, or more magnetic field is present over there. As you are taking away from the current carrying conductor, then there is what, the less the effect of the current is what getting reduced, and because of that magnetic field means the deflection in the magnetic needle is also what get reduced. So magnetic field is inversely proportional to the distance. If distance is more, magnetic field is less. Distance is less, then magnetic field is more. Okay, but magnetic field is produced when the current carrying conductor is there. Okay, so whenever you are keeping this magnetic compass near to the current carrying conductor, then only it produces the magnetic field, and that magnetic field we can sense by the magnetic compass needle. This magnetic compass needle shows the maximum deflection. Getting this? Understood the concept? Okay, today you have to practice some symbols. Write down that symbols. Today we have to practice some symbols. Connecting wires, connecting wires. Then key is on and off, key is on and off. Next bulb, bulb. Cell, cell and battery, cell and battery. Okay, so tomorrow we can discuss some remaining question from this. Okay, and tomorrow I will start another new chapter. Okay, so that also we can do, because I cover almost all the questions from this chapter. Getting this? So I will end this session. You can join again tomorrow by 3 o'clock.